Hello everyone, I have a fun new project plan for you. It's inspired by Pablo Picasso, and the style of art we are using is called Cubism. It's called Cubism because the items represented in our pictures at the end will look like as if they are made out of cubes or other geometrical shapes. It's really cool. I will be posting a few more information about Cubism and Pablo Picasso on our Facebook page so that you can read up more about it. For this project, I will be using white paper and watercolor, but you also can be using gel crayons, pencil, markers, whatever you like. It's just important that if you're using watercolor or gel crayons, anything what needs water, you will be needing a permanent marker for the outline of your project. If you're using pencils, regular markers, regular crayons, you can use a regular black marker for the outline, okay? Okay. I turn you around so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? All here? Good. Okay, I will be drawing some tulips and a big sun, reminding me of the good weather we had a few days ago. Okay, so we will be doing the U shape again for the tulip. And for this picture, everything has to be big and bold. Okay, and then we go down, we go up again, and we have this little hill in the middle. And then we have the stem, and again, the stem has to be a little bit bigger than we usually would do it. And then we do another one. And down and up, and the hill and the stem. And then I will be doing a sun right here in the corner, poking out. And then we have some big sun rays. Again, for this project, we go a little bit bigger than what we usually would do. It's poking out right here. Okay, so, okay, and then we need some grass. Again, we go a little bit bigger. Looks more like a crocodile here on the bottom, but you will see at the end, it will look really cool. Just if you use finer little items, you will not have the same effect. They will get lost in the picture otherwise. Okay, so I have my sun, I have my two tulips, I have some grass, and now I'm drawing vertical and horizontal lines. I will be starting right here. Doing one line right here. And there's no rule, just do some straight lines. I have this in this direction, and now I'm doing 3 more this way. Okay. You can see my whole picture is divided in little tiny segments and some bigger segments. And now I will be filling all of these little segments in different colors. And it's up to you what colors you're using. Just, it's important, like these, you should not color the same segments which are next to each other with the same color. they all should be different. So if I color this orange, this should not be orange. Okay, I'm starting with this one. I will color this orange. You can use any color you want. You also can decide, okay, I want to make the sky more in colors which look more realistic. So you would use like blues and purples and maybe some black for the sky. Or you decide you go just very colorful and you can color the entire picture with all kinds of rainbow colors, just making sure that no color is touching the same color on your picture. If it happens, no problem. You can even color over it, okay? But always think about it before you start painting. So what I usually do with these pictures is I'm not starting to color now this area. I usually leave the surrounding segments of this one now alone to give this orange one a chance to dry. Because if I color now with watercolor on a segment right next to it, there's a chance that both colors will mix with each other, so it will start bleeding within each other. And I don't want that. So I will probably go with another tile here. Right over here, I use orange again, and I can use it here because it's not right next to the other orange, right? So I go first around the outline and then I fill the center. Yeah. And I use a new color. I go with brown. Okay. Fill this in. I go through the outline. And for this picture, I'm using lots of color for my watercolor. They're actually tempera cakes and less water, so that the result is vibrant and has bold colors. And I wanted to show you something because I know I did something we usually didn't want to do. Remember I said we don't want to color right away when we use with watercolor. We don't want to color right away the segment right next to it. Because see what happens if I accidentally go a little bit over, it will start to bleed in it here. See that? So it's not a problem. I can fix it by just using a little bit of a tissue and dotting it off, and then going over it with orange. See, you can fix it. But again, it's easier if we just avoid this area for a moment until it's dry. And then we can, I mean, there are lots of other tiles available, right? Lots of other segments. Okay, I do now the bottom one, and I start with a cream. This project will take a while to get done, but it's also a great project to do with someone together. You could ask your sister or your brother or your mom or your dad actually to do it with you together. And then you can all color next to each other different tiles, different segments of this picture. If you're using pencils or markers for this picture, you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about that the paint is not dry yet in certain segments. You can color any area you want. But yeah, with a watercolor, You want to make sure that you give areas a chance to dry before you apply the next color. Okay. As I said, this will take a while, and that's why I prepared already one of these pictures for you this afternoon. And my picture, Josie and Leonard actually did with me together. If I find it. I'm very sorry, guys. I have a picture done with Josie and Leonard, but I think I have it upstairs already. So I will just put it in the comment section of this video. Actually, in the comment section of the Facebook post so that you can see the finished artwork, okay? You all have fun.